You know what? I will let Esther and Demeter play. Anyway, first thing we talking about today. I'm scrolling on my phone, right? I see a list by Metacritic for Pixar movies, ranking every Pixar movies. So just to be fair, I've already seen the first one. There's 28 Pixar movies, and I'm gonna be real. I already know I'm not gonna like it. Oh, they're doing it by the Metacritic score? Okay, what the fuck? They're doing it by the Metacritic score, so I can't get too mad at them. I'm gonna just go off of how much I do or don't agree. You know what? Y'all can't even see this shit. This mod I got on, so let me switch to this. Oh, okay, so you're just gonna not show the mod. That's what we doing? Wait, the fuck? Okay, it shows up properly over there, but it doesn't show up properly over here. Reality, cause she like me, we gonna do our own thing. What the fuck? Why is it only at the top? That's weird. What the fudge? Whatever. So there's a list of every Pixar movie ranked. I just looked at it and they're doing it by Metacritic score, so I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt because I already seen some blasphemy. Cars 2, which one was Cars 2? Following Cars lukewarm reviews. It's 2011 sequel, Let Plenty Be Desired. Damn, which one was Cars 2? I gotta watch a trailer or something like that. Okay, Star Race Car, Lightning McQueen, and Incomparable. Oh, yep, there we go. I'm not gonna actually play the trailer because YouTube will copyright it, but I'm gonna see if I could see the actual like. I'm not getting any reminders as to what the plot of this damn movie was. I know Cars 3 was the spy one, but I don't remember what Cars 2 was. So, Cars 2. Okay, then. And his load truck buddy have had their share of adventures together. First ever. Okay, is this the one where he fell off? I agree that Cars 2 wasn't the best one. In my opinion, it's Cars 1, Cars 3, Cars 2, but other people disagree. This movie being here is blasphemy. Recently, I ain't had nothing new to watch, so I just randomly decided, you know what? I had this movie in my backlog for a while. I remember this movie flopped, but every movie reviewer like that I seen, that I know of, that I follow on my timeline, and I'm also confused as to why the fuck I'm holding that, but all of them that I seen was like, yo, this movie was amazing, and this movie flopped because it wasn't marketed properly. This movie, I watched it. Where's my clap it up button, man? It's not working right now, but I clap it up myself because Elementals, oh my gosh, this fucking movie is amazing, man. If you haven't watched this movie, even if you're a grown-ass adult that's not into Pixar movies or something like that, hey, Mikey, wait, I can't even see that shit, god damn it. Mike Doza, thank you for the W follow. Go ahead and throw out the V one time. If you're here to offer me art, I don't want it. But if you're here to chill and vibe, that's cool. Okay, now it claps. Let me just press a couple more of my buttons. Just to knock off the rust. Anyway, the Elementals movie was fucking fire. This movie was amazing. Nobody watched it. It flopped in America. I heard that it did better overseas, but as far as America goes, it didn't really do too well. But yo, this movie right here, freaking amazing, freaking amazing, freaking amazing. If you have never watched it, do yourself a favor and watch it. This movie is great, bro. Like it being so low breaks my heart because this movie is so amazing. Let me see. Though it makes it, actually, let's go read the Metacritic review. Let's see why they gave us such a low score. Based on 400 user ratings. Okay, computer. Yo, my CPU is at 20. Why is it flashing like this? 10. This movie's a fucking 10 in my opinion. Let's look at some of the user ratings. Actually, let's look at some of the negative ones. I want to know what some of the negative reviews were saying. I found this movie boring. I don't know how the fuck you could find this movie boring. The only way I could see you really finding this movie boring is if you were expecting it to be like an old school Disney movie. Yep, there you go. The rust got knocked off. That boo actually came in perfect timing, because I don't see how you could find this movie boring. But let's see if they elaborate. I find this movie boring. It just isn't all that interesting for adults or children. That's a damn lie, because I'm an adult and this movie has an interesting premise and concept. Low key though, I don't want a part 2. Like, this is one of those movies that's so good, I'm scared to trust Disney with a part 2. God forbid they try and do some dumb shit like make a live action. It has nowhere near the charm of Up. That's a motherfucking lie. I think this movie personally is on par with Up, but let's keep reading. Up or WALL-E? Okay, WALL-E, yeah, it's not touching WALL-E. But it's on the same tier as Up to me. Voice acting is okay, and the CGI is going to be hit or miss depending on your taste. That I believe is fair, because like the CGI in this movie, as you can see in like the go back, as you can see in like the trailer, if it'll pop up, it isn't bad, but what the fuck is this random ass trailer? Computer? Yeah, what the fuck are they showing me? This is Nemo. Why is Nemo on the page for the elementals? The fuck? Yeah, there we go. So like the art style in this movie, to me, I like it. It's vibrant, it's colorful, and it's lively. And the thing I like about it most is that, like, for the tone of the movie, the tone that they set in the movie, it really matches that, in my opinion. And like I said, I love this movie, and I'm so sad that it flopped the way it did. But part of the reason why it flopped is because of the time it came out, in terms of like people not wanting to go to it came out during a time where nobody wanted to take a trip to the theater to watch a Disney movie, because Disney was just fucking up left and right. And then with the popularity of Disney Plus, if your movie is not basically like another fucking Lion King sequel that fucks up the timeline, like Musafa or something like that, or if it's not like something that runs off the back of the franchise of an already established, actually good for, yo, what the fuck is my sock stuck to? Oh, if it's not something being made that's off the back of a good franchise, people aren't giving it as much of a chance, even though it's a Pixar movie. And the worst of Pixar movies are still pretty freaking good. Zero. It is just copy paste of current day tropes in animation form. It is so current day that only a blind person might be able to enjoy it. Really frustrating to watch this. I have 20/20 vision. I enjoyed this movie. I love when people make movie reviews where they give the movie a 0 and they don't elaborate, because this person is just talking shit. This person, I don't know why, but this person is clearly part of like a hate tirade or something like that, because they didn't even specify what they didn't like. They just said copy paste current day tropes. Okay, why is that bad? Like, you didn't explain. You just said this is bad because, and you're not explaining why that thing is bad. You're just saying it is. I'm supposed to just accept that you said something's bad, that Barney off the internet said something is bad. It's gotta be bad. This piece of shit. This is the 4th straight attempt depiction of Chinese youth rebel against family horseshit. After Shang-Chi turning red, an American-born Chinese basically cast from Disney Pixar. What made it so desperate to push an agenda I can't fathom. It's really a bad. What made it is really a bad look. It's a colorful piece of shit at best. Stay away. Well, yeah, the character in the movie, like when you watch the movie, you could like obviously tell. At first, I couldn't tell it was specifically supposed to be about like Asian. Like the character was supposed to be an implied Asian, but it was supposed to be the idea of like racism and segregation and basically you stay in your section type of beliefs and stuff like that. That's clear in the movie. That is correct about the plot. But what the like, I don't understand what the fuck Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi, whichever one it is, a Marvel movie, what the fuck, Turning Red, a movie that has nothing to do with this, and fucking, what was the other one you did? Oh, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, which has nothing to do with Disney at all. I don't understand what the fuck either one of those 3 movies that are completely unrelated to this have to do with anything. But I digress. That I went into a little rant, a little tirade, but I will never stop saying it. Elementals is a fucking amazing movie. In my opinion, it's probably like in the upper half of Pixar movies, but like I said, the worst Pixar movies are still freaking amazing. So that means technically it's only up from here. Cars 3, don't need to say it too much. Like I said, second best Cars movie. First one is probably going to be in the upper half. I've never watched Lightyear, but so I really don't have much to say about that. Onward, I've never watched this one either. I need to watch Onward. I need to put that in my list. Monsters U, I haven't watched this one either, but this is around the time when people said Pixar was falling off and they had misses. So Metacritic score wise, it makes sense. I understand why it's down here. The Good Dinosaur, it wasn't an amazing movie, but it's heavily underrated. Top 20 seems actually it's not top 20, it's 22. I'll let it slide. Brave being 20 being 21 is crazy to me, because I gotta see what's in the top 10 Metacritic score wise, but this is amongst one of the better Disney movies. Like, this is definitely top 20 material. I want to say this shit should be above Luca, but I've never watched Luca, so I don't know if that's slanderous. Cars being this low, we already know what's gonna be at the top. I need to watch Inside Out. That came out this year. I need to watch. That came out like 2-3 months ago. Finding Dory. Ooh, I gotta watch this with my mom. Damn. A Bug's Life, a movie I've seen. This isn't an upper echelon of Pixar movies, but I also want to keep in mind, I also want y'all to keep in mind this is an earlier Pixar movies, and when it comes to like older movies and stuff like that, sometimes people look at it through a nostalgia lens, 1, and 2, sometimes people will take older reviews that were done like 10 and 12 years ago, and they won't look at it from now's perspective to see how well the movie has aged. This movie, I feel like it hasn't aged for the negative or the positive. It's just a movie in time. This movie could have came out back then or now, and it would still be like relatively decent. Monsters Inc. I think this was the first one. This is one of the first mainline ones. Strong vocal work, and a script. 2001. Oh yeah, 2001. Yeah, this is his first one. Top 10 Disney movie, like of all time. Top 15 Pixar. Oh. Nah, this is like a legendary classic banger, because like the plot in this movie, even with having Boo in the movie being more scared than the actual people and than the actual monsters, like that's a very cool dynamic, and this movie is very well written and solidly put together. So Incredibles 2 should be way higher. Like a lot of people, the only reason why I think it has an 80 is because a lot of people shitted on this movie because it wasn't as good as the original compared to the standards of the original. So what I mean by that is, if you look at the movie for what it is, which is how you should look at a movie, you should look at every movie for what it is. Yes, the movie's fucking amazing. But if you look at the movie to be... Okay, so this isn't a bad movie by any means, right? Let me say that. But what people were expecting was they were expecting basically an updated version of The Incredibles 1. That's not what this movie was meant to be. It was meant to be a continuation of this story. It wasn't supposed to be the exact same thing, copy, pasted the story, and put a 2 on the end. No, this is, I don't want to say a completely different story, but it goes into a new story. It had a bunch of, like, thematically, this movie was freaking amazing. Because, like, this is a movie that isn't just meant for like 5-year-olds or anything like that. This is one of those Pixar movies that you could watch when you're 5, you can watch it when you're 15, 25, 50, and you'll still be able to have something new to get out of it when you don't take nostalgia or anything like that into account. So this is a solid movie that can release in a multitude of different eras and still be a good movie. Only reason why I think it's not top 10, like Metacritic wise, is because people were holding it to a standard that it shouldn't have been held to. It should be held to the standard of good movie, yes or no. Coco is one of Pixar's better movies, but I don't think it's top 15. I think there's other stuff that deserve... I thought I had an ant on me. Coco doesn't deserve to be top 15. Hell no. It's an amazing movie. It's a great movie. Not amazing. It's a great movie, but nah, I think this is gassing. Like, if these two were switched, like I said, this should be top 10. But if these two were switched, it would definitely be better. Turning Red. I understand a lot of people didn't like Turning Red, but for me personally, this is like the upper echelon of Pixar movies. It's right below that tier of like Finding Nemo and Toy Story, which now that I think about it, all the Toy Stories are probably going to be taking up space in the fucking top 5 because I haven't seen them yet, and not all of those Toy Stories are good. Actually, everything after either, whichever one was the one where they went in a toy store, every Toy Story after that, so I think it's 4 and 5 and 6. 6 or 7 is either the next Toy Story coming out, but whichever one it is, I feel like Toy Story is gonna populate most of the top 10, and I'm gonna be so fucking mad at this. But Turning Red, top 10 Disney movie, it being just shy of the top 10 would be fair if I see the right movies. Soul, top 5 Disney movie. Top 5 Disney movie. Do I even have to explain? Them giving Berlizzi his own movie? There go Berlin on the website. There go Berlin on the Pixar website. But yeah, but nah, real shit though, this is like top 5 Disney movie, unparalleled. I feel like a lot of people forget about this movie because of the time it released. And like Pixar, after 2020, Pixar is dominant. Like their dominant chokehold on the animation industry. It hasn't dropped off a cliff, but if before they were going up, and they were peaking, as 2020 hit, that's when people's faith in Pixar started going down. It didn't hit this type of dive. It went more, instead of going up, it plateaued, going down a little bit, maybe plateaued back to that point, and then going down. People don't hold it in the same regard. People don't look at it as the same because of shit like Lightyear. See what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Why the fuck is this bum ass movie up here? Are you dead ass nigga? Toy Story 4 is in the top 10 Pixar movies of all time. Get this bullshit ass movie, and then you put Toy Story 2 at number 9. This deserves to be top 10, but this is really top. Actually, you know what? I'll give you a fair. I would put this movie higher personally, but I'll say this being number 9, me personally, no, but top 10 is reasonable. Up being top 10, reasonable. Don't even gotta explain, you know exactly what fucking movie that is. The Incredibles not being top 5 is a fucking sin. Who made this nasty ass list? Oh my god. Whoever made this list, they need a stern talking to. Nigga, like, yo, if I find out who made this list, I'ma spit in your oatmeal, bitch. I'm gonna make you another bowl because it's not that serious. But just to say that I did, I was spitting your oatmeal, you bitch ass nigga. Finding Nemo is outside of top 10. I mean top 5. Oh yeah, I know this shit is finna be yo, if I see Toy Story 5 up here, I'ma lose it. Toy Story 3 being top 5, period. That's fair. Inside Out, top 5. No, the fuck it's not. No, you know what? I haven't rewatched Inside Out, but when I did watch it, I fell asleep on it. I was like, yeah, hell no. WALL-E, top 3. I would, you know what? That's undebatable, but I would personally put it as like number 1. Ratatouille, number 2. That can be argued to be number 1. Fucking Toy Story 1 is the highest reviewed out of everything. I would have thought it would have been Nemo. Like, I would have Nemo at a top. Like I said, Nemo at a top 5 is crazy. Nemo can just be switched with Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3, why the fuck are you? Why, like, what do I always say about these top 10 lists? What do I always say? Does it pop up automatically? Yep, it pops up automatically now. What do I always say about these top 10 lists, man? Wait, open image in new tab. Where is it? This is what Toy Story 3. Y'all can see the whole picture. All right. Toy Story 3 being in top 5 and not Nemo. What the hell is a polar bear doing in Arlington, Texas? This is a fucking polar bear. Toy Story 3 wasn't a bad movie, but it damn sure is not better than Nemo. It damn sure is not better than Nemo. I can guarantee you, if you go up to random people and ask them what's better, Nemo or Toy Story 3? Finding Nemo, the first original one, or Toy Story 3? I guarantee you, nobody in their right state of mind is saying that Toy Story 3 is better than fucking Nemo. This is actually like, this movie is so fucking amazing. I actually have a cousin who was doing like film and stuff like that, and they, in their class, they had to study Nemo. Like, they had to watch Nemo for their class. So Nemo not being top 5 is fucking wild to me. They literally study in college level classes, which, I mean, just because it's in a college level class, that doesn't mean it's amazing. But this is amazing, and it's studied. It's amazing enough to be studied in college level, actual college level classes. Yeah, this right here, Finding Nemo #6. Yeah, nigga, that's blasphemy. Whoever put that shit there, get them the fuck up out of there. Get them the fuck up out of there. And like I said, this is based on like Metacritic scores. It's not based on somebody's opinion, so I'm not gonna hold it like too harshly. But yeah, get the fuck out of here. Oh, this one I saw and I just thought it was funny. You ever been eating pizza and say, yo, this pizza is fire, but for some odd ass reason, I ordered a bunch of pizza, but I don't have a